My beloved child, I see you. I always have. Not just the version of you that the world sees, but the real you. The one behind the smiles, behind the strength, behind the silence. You've been through more than most people know. You've carried burdens quietly. You've walked through storms without recognition. And yet, here you are, still standing, still hoping, still reaching. Do you know what that tells me? It tells me that there is a strength in you that even you don't fully understand. A resilience not born from ease, but from fire, from pain, from nights when you thought you wouldn't make it. But you did. Today I need you to hear me clearly. You are more than what you've been through. You are not the trauma. You are not the failure. You are not the wound. You are not what they did to you. You are mine. Before anyone labeled you, before life scarred you, before pain whispered lies about your worth, I had already spoken over you. This one belongs to me, and I do not make mistakes. I saw what you went through, and yes, it broke your heart. Yes, it changed your path. But no, it did not change your value. If anything, it revealed your courage. It unveiled your strength. You kept going, even when it was hard, even when no one else clapped for you, even when you didn't feel seen or understood. You showed up for life, and that matters. But child, now is the time to heal, not just to survive. It's time to release what you thought you had to carry forever. It's time to let me restore what life has taken. Because I'm not just the God who watches, I'm the God who rebuilds. I know it hurts to revisit some memories. I know it feels safer to just move on and not talk about the past. But I'm not asking you to relive the pain. I'm inviting you to let me walk with you through it, so I can bring light where there's still darkness, so I can bring peace where there's still restlessness, so I can show you what's still possible, even after everything. You are not your history. You are not your mistakes. You are not your scars. You are my child. And today, I'm whispering this truth into your soul. You are more than what you've been through. You are becoming something sacred. Stay with me, beloved, because over the next hour, I'm going to remind you who you are, not who the world says, not who pain says, not who fear says, but who I say you are, and that will change everything. My beloved child, you didn't stumble upon this message by chance. I've been gently leading you here, drawing your heart closer, moment by moment. Right now, in the quiet of this moment, I want you to hear me, not with your ears, but with your soul. I see you. I know what you've been carrying. The unseen tears, the silent prayers, the longing to feel held again. You've wondered if you've gone too far, if the distance between us is too wide, if I'm still near. Let me tell you, with the fullness of my love, nothing can separate you from me. Not your doubts, not your failures, not even the seasons where you stopped praying. You are still mine. Even when you can't feel me, I am wrapped around you like light. Even when you feel unworthy, my love calls you precious. Even when you push me away, my arms remain open. There is no height, no depth, no mistake, no shadow so dark that my love cannot reach it. My love does not weaken with time. It does not run dry. It does not change with your circumstances. It is constant. It is present. It is here right now. I want you to breathe that in. You are still loved, still chosen, still pursued by heaven. So come close. Rest here with me. Let every wall fall. Let every lie melt. Let every ache soften as I whisper again. Nothing can separate you from my love. You are home. My child, you often feel like you should have it all figured out by now. You look around and compare your journey with others. You see people who seem to be farther along, more certain, more successful, and you begin to wonder, am I behind? Did I miss something? Have I failed? No, you have not failed. You are still becoming. You are not a finished work. I am still shaping you. Even when you feel lost, even when your steps seem uncertain, I am guiding you quietly, gently, with purpose. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not a mistake. You are in progress, on a divine timeline that cannot be rushed. What you see as delay is my hand protecting you from harm you cannot see. What you call failure I often use as a redirection. When doors close, I'm not punishing you, I'm preserving you. I'm leading you through a path only I can see. There is no wasted time in my plan. Even the seasons of silence, even the days when you feel invisible, even the nights when you lie in tears. I'm gathering those moments like treasures. They are not meaningless. They are part of the masterpiece. Remember when you were a child learning how to walk? You stumbled, you fell, you got up again. And I was there, always there, cheering for you with every small step. That hasn't changed. You are still learning to walk, this time in faith. I do not expect perfection. I never did. I simply ask you to keep moving forward, to keep trusting me when the path disappears beneath your feet. I know it's hard. I see you fighting battles in silence. I see the pressure, the self-doubt, the loneliness, but I also see your courage. I see the way you get up each day, how you try even when you're tired, how you speak kindness when your heart is aching. These are not small things in my eyes. They are the very proof that my spirit is alive in you. You are still becoming. And in this process, I'm not just building your life. I'm building your soul. I'm strengthening your character, deepening your compassion, teaching you how to love and be loved in deeper ways than you've ever known. Do not rush what I'm doing. A flower doesn't bloom by force. It unfolds when the light, soil, and season align. And so will you. Your journey is not a race. It's not a competition. It's a sacred unfolding, layer by layer, a story being written with eternal ink. I need you to breathe right now, to stop carrying the weight of unrealistic expectations, to stop measuring your worth by the standards of this world. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are exactly where you need to be to learn what I need you to know. My love for you isn't based on what you achieve. It's based on who you are, and even more on who you're becoming in me. You are my beloved. You are my joy. You are the reason I still move mountains in silence. You are the reason I whisper hope into midnight shadows. And when you can't see the way ahead, when the fog is too thick and the climb too steep, just remember this. I never asked you to see everything. I only asked you to take the next step with me. I'll walk it with you. I always have. And I always will. My precious child, I want you to slow down and listen deeply. Not just with your ears, but with your heart. Because the world will shout at you. It will shout that you are not enough, that you are too far behind, that you missed your chance. But I don't shout, I whisper. And my whisper is steady. You are right where you're meant to be, still becoming. Don't let your timeline define your identity. Don't let their progress become your pressure. I am not measuring your worth by milestones. I am measuring it by your willingness to trust me in the unknown. You want answers, I know. You want clarity. You want proof that everything you've gone through has a purpose. But sometimes, my child, I build purpose in layers unseen, like roots growing in the soil before a tree ever blossoms. You think you're waiting, but really, I am weaving. I am weaving together your strength through the heartbreak, your wisdom through the disappointments, your compassion through your own wounds. Because you cannot offer healing to others unless you've learned what it means to need healing yourself. I am not ashamed of your struggle, and I don't want you to be either. Because even in your brokenness, you reflect my glory. Even when you're uncertain, I am certain of you. You don't have to perform to be loved by me. You don't have to pretend. You can bring me the real you, tired, scared, confused, angry, hopeful. I receive it all, because I know the real you better than anyone else ever could. I knit you together in your mother's womb. I numbered the hairs on your head. I know what breaks your heart and what sets your soul on fire. I know the wounds you never speak aloud. And I am not distant from any of it. You may not see the full picture yet, but you don't need to. You just need to stay close. Stay close to me. Even if all you have is a whisper of faith, that whisper reaches me. Even when you're too tired to pray, your tears still speak. And I respond. There are battles I'm fighting for you. Battles you may never even know about. There are hearts I'm softening around you. Doors I'm preparing, protection I've placed over your path. I'm aligning the right people, the right timing, the right opportunities. You don't have to chase what I've already set in motion. You just need to stay faithful in what I've given you today. Small steps matter. Simple obedience matters. Quiet endurance matters. I know you want to see results. I know you want to arrive. But I want you to become. Because who you're becoming in the process is far more beautiful than anything you'll achieve. Do you remember the caterpillar crawling through the dust, never imagining the wings that would someday carry it? That's you, right now. In between. In process. Still becoming. And when the day comes that you finally soar, when you begin to feel the lift beneath your wings, you'll understand. The waiting wasn't punishment. It was preparation. My child, I know the weight you carry. I see you pushing through days that feel heavy with doubt. You question your pace, your worth, your progress. You look around and wonder, why does it seem easier for everyone else? But I want you to know, your story is sacred. It is not meant to look like theirs. You are walking a path I've personally designed for your soul's deepest becoming. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not less than. You are not behind. You are becoming. Exactly as I intended. There are seeds I planted within you long ago. Seeds of strength, patience, grace, and faith. And just because you haven't seen them fully bloom doesn't mean they've died. Some things grow deep before they grow tall. Every delay has been a season of strengthening. Every closed door has been a redirection. Every silence has taught you to hear me differently. You may not feel like you're moving forward, but growth doesn't always feel like motion. Sometimes it feels like stillness, like pruning, like quiet surrender. That too is growth. There were nights you cried out, and though I didn't change the circumstance instantly, I was changing you. Your resilience, your dependence on me, your capacity for grace. You may not have realized it, but in those silent seasons, you became gentler with others, more compassionate, more prayerful, more real. I've seen your tears and I've caught every single one. Not one has been wasted, not one. My child, I am not waiting for a perfected version of you to love. I love the in-process version of you. I love the one who shows up even when it's hard. The one who stays kind when it would be easier to turn cold. The one who keeps forgiving, keeps hoping, keeps believing even when nothing makes sense. That is strength, that is faith, that is becoming. I know some days you feel like giving up, but I'm asking you to stay. Stay in the process. Stay open. Stay near to me. Because I am not done with you yet. You are becoming more than you imagined. You are becoming someone who walks with me, not ahead of me. You are becoming someone who doesn't need applause to know their worth. Someone who chooses peace over panic, truth over comfort, obedience over recognition. And in that becoming, you're shining in places you didn't even know were dark. You're lifting others without even realizing it. Because my light shines. brightest through those still becoming. Let the world chase its noise, but you, child, you stay rooted in me. You stay humble in your journey. You trust me with your unknowns. There's no pressure to be perfect here, only permission to grow. I am proud of you. I am with you, and I delight in the person you're becoming. Day by day, step by step, in faith, in hope, in love. You are still becoming, and you are never becoming alone. My beloved child, as we reach this quiet moment together, I want you to take a deep breath. Feel my peace wrap around you like a gentle covering. Let every burden you've been carrying fall into my hands now. You don't need to hold it all. You were never meant to. You've heard my heart today. A message not just for your ears, but for your soul. You are still becoming, and that is something beautiful. You may not see all the progress, but I do. Every little act of faith, every choice to stay soft in a hard world, every silent battle you've faced with trembling but held your ground. These are victories that heaven rejoices over. You are not the same person you were yesterday. Grace has shaped you. Struggle has refined you. My presence has carried you, and tomorrow you'll grow even more. So don't be discouraged if you're still healing, if you're still learning, if you're still uncertain. Even in the becoming, you are entirely and unconditionally loved by me. I don't love you more when you succeed, and I don't love you less when you stumble. I simply love you. Forever. Without pause. When the world rushes, I whisper, be still with me. When the world expects perfection, I invite your authenticity. When the world grows, loud and heavy, I offer you rest. You're not just surviving, you're unfolding. You're blooming in the middle of everything. Don't give up now. You're closer to clarity than you think, closer to joy, closer to freedom, closer to becoming who I created you to be. You may not feel radiant yet, but trust me, the radiance is already forming. Even in your waiting, even in your weeping, even in your wandering, I am working. So tonight, sleep knowing I am with you. Tomorrow rise knowing I go before you, and every single day let these words echo within you like a song. I am still becoming, and I am not alone. God is with me, and He is not finished yet.